Forgot how long it takes this bloody game to load. Now, I've got him in Ezio's outfit because, well, why not? Now, bear with me, I haven't played this game in like 3 years. Let's see if I remember how to do everything. Now, remind you, this is a very different game. He even got Altair's outfit. This is his usual outfit. These are all the outfits that I own. For the sake of this playthrough, I'll put him in his usual outfit. Ugh. I remember why I hated this game. So this is what the RPG version of this game looks like. You've got different weapons, legendary weapons, you've got, you know, there. I really don't remember how to play this game. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Yes, yes, I really suck at this game, because I don't even remember how to play it. And yes, anything can attack you now. And I... Oh yeah, and you can control the eagle now. Well, at least in this game you can. Can I please? What am I? Ah! Oh my god. I really don't remember how to play this game. There we go. Got my weapon out. I know there was a special thing. Yes, 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 I know. Okay, let me... Whoa. Where are the bloody things? Oh, right in front of me. Okay, okay, I don't... okay. Let's see if I remember how to... Oh my god. It gets me to watch me suck at a game that I haven't played in 2 years. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. It'll just die on its own. Thank you. There's a certain skill that I... What's the other thing? Where am I? What is this? What is this? Sleep dart. Okay, I don't want sleep dart. Poison darts, fire bombs. Okay, there's something... There's a certain skill, I think. Where's my... Abilities? Here we go. Abilities. There's a certain skill I got. I'm trying to remember where it is. Headshot. Chariot owner. I need to see with the animals. Eagle harness. Bow bearer. Arrow retriever. Headshot. Eagle tagging. Charge heavy attack. I think it's over here somewhere. Firebomb. Paramedic. Animal taming. Okay, that's why I have the sleep darts. Okay. There we go. Let's play a game that I don't remember how to play. Let's just say Assassin's Creed got 10 times harder. I'm hearing a meow. Where am I hearing a meow? Oh. Hello. Hello. Let's see if I can find an animal somewhere. Can I? What was this? Oh, is this a stars thing up here? No. Okay. I think this weapon was from like a Final Fantasy crossover they had. Okay, okay, come on, come on, let me mount up. Okay. Oh, oh, what did I just get? Oh, it's the frickin' cobra. There's still another one? Oh, yep. Don't mind me if I suck. I haven't played this game in 3 years. Trying to find an animal so I can tame it. It was a lot of fun when I did that. It was like, instead of like finishing the game, I was like, I could tame animals. That sounds like a fun thing to do. Oh. Ah! There we go. Okay, let me get off the horse. No, 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 I don't want to follow the road. Off the horse. Thank you. Okay. Ah, okay, come on. Ha ha ha. See? Now I've got a... now I've got a lion. Okay, where did Horsey go? Oh, there you are. Come on, come on, come on. No, I know, you don't. Come on, come on. I'm just going down a road. Is that lion still following me? Yes, it is.
Whoa.
Is it still following me? Yep.
Whoa.
Okay, let me see if I can actually
Whoa.
find something to do. Because it's been forever since I've actually played this game. Good. Yeah, horse. We know you don't like the lion. Well, let me just see here. Is there like a... Now what did I run into? Oh, another lion. There's a town over here. And look at that, the blood just like melted away.
Whoa.
And yes, I can go into town with the lion.
Whoa.
Oh, bebés! Tío Diego! Polisas de vuelta.
You technically don't even have to finish the story. You could just wander around aimlessly in this game and do like a whole bunch of side quests. That lion still following me?
Whoa.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna end up letting him go. Okay. We're gonna get off. No, we're gonna get off the horse. We're gonna let this lion go. Okay, come on, hey. Okay. Oh yes, and you have a stamina system in this game too, which kind of sucks. Ugh. Well, he either serves you and he dies on his own, or you kill it. Because once you release it from its servitude of you, it just attacks you. I basically manipulate the animal to bend to my will. Oh, looks like there's something over here. I'm going closer and closer to it. Oh. Lumber depot.
Stop pissing off the foreman. Last thing we need is to get shipped off to the aqueduct.
That place is the bowels of Hades. I saw Cousin Hoy yesterday. He said the Romans will start making examples of people. The foreman sent a guard to check on us? We were not complaining. We were working hard.
I am not a god. I'm a Medjay from Siwa. Does he treat you badly? The work here looks backbreaking.
No. Compared to the sea ones up at the aqueduct, we are revered like pharaohs.
I would not go that far.
Are there problems at the aqueduct?
Some snooty engineer, Vitruvius. He is working our countrymen to death. And now the Roman army is involved, which is never good.
I will see what is going on, Seni.
Okay, let's see how far away this quest is. Okay, it's the yellow one over here. We are not going to attack random people because I'm not prepared to do a whole bunch of big fights. Ah, I cannot run a horse. New location discovered. I mean, these are all side quests. They're not like actual crucial to the story.
Maybe the lash will loosen your tongue.
Enough! My workers are not to blame. Send me some soldiers with half a brain, or we'll never find my dioptra.
General Agrippa will hear of this. A Roman, standing up for Egyptians. Pathetic.
Tell Agrippa I need real soldiers who will help me find these thieves. Now scuttle back to your wine, you sacks of uselessness.
Are you the one responsible for working my people to death?
Your people? They are my people. I'm keeping them alive in the face of increasingly bad odds. But who are you, my Egyptian friend?
Bayek of Siwa, protector of these people.
Well, Bayek of Siwa, I am Vitruvius, and contrary to popular belief, not all Romans are your enemy. If you would help your people, then help me. Our tools have been stolen. My surveying tool, the Dioptra, specifically. Without it, construction has stalled on the aqueduct. The General's idiots believe my workers are to blame.
Maybe I can look for this Dioptra.
With it, this elevated river would flow into the farms of Cyrenaica. Talk to Dady up at the construction site. He used it last. Fortuna go with you, Bayek of Siwa.
Guess you could say the nice thing about,
Are you Daddy?
Oh, Hades, fiery coach. I did not take it. Please, do not kill me.
okay, let's see if I remember how to... Okay, there we go.
Daddy, wait!
We are going to fall. That would hurt your hands.
Calm down. I won't hurt you. Just tell me where the Dioptra is.
It was lunchtime, and my wife brought me a fresh roasted chicken leg for lunch. Which was nice, as it has been an eon since I had...
Sounds delicious, but get to the part about the Master's tool. Your lunch won't solve this crime.
Oh, I see. Well, I left the Dioptra in the cave, and when I came back it was gone. Scobbled away by wolves, the spirits, or worse.
What does this Dioptra look like?
Like a brazier, made of 3 parts. A bit you see through, a bit you measure with.
I will find it. Just try not to die of fright before then.
Oh god, is this... Oh no. I go up, please?
They will attack on sight here.
Okay, where is this stupid... Why I sometimes hate these games, because it's sometimes very hard to find spots where these things are. Come on, let me get up. Okay, we're gonna go down. We're gonna keep going down. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, technically, at least I'm stronger than all the areas here, so I mean, it shouldn't be too bad. But again, I haven't played this game in eons, so chances of me actually winning these fights is gonna be pretty funny. And probably not very good. We'll go over here first, since this is the one that looks like it's the easiest to get to.
A bandit den. But at least we know it was not spirits that stole the tool.
Do it? Can I do it? Can I do a headshot? Hey, get your head back up there. Come on. Oh no, he saw me. Okay.
Looks like a piece of the Diopter.
Okay. So now we have to go into... Everything should be pretty easy because I'm level 40 something. I technically don't have to beat these things because now I have to fight. Actually, I think I have to go this way to get to the.
Hey now.
Yes, yes, yes. We're gonna go ahead. Come on, come on. Can I please get up? God, this is why I hate this game. No, that's not what I wanted to do.
Hey, what?
I see you.
There! Give up!
Yes, yes, yes. Let's. I'll just let that one go. Where the heck is this guy? Oh! Hey! I was supposed to let you go. You weren't supposed to come after me again. Okay, can I... Okay, let's go and fight this guy down here. Can I please jump up? Thank you.
No! Out! Out!
You should not have come here.
Okay, come on. Get up.
Going to kill you. I have a shot.
Yes.
Hey, wait.
Oh, come on. Is there anything on him? No. Okay. Okay, so... $17... 14, 13, 15. Maybe it's down further below? Or is it in here? Oh. Is it below here, maybe? Probably. Okay, come on. What the hell was that? Okay, help civilians.
This messenger was tortured by the bandits.
Ugh.
A touching letter. Hapti and Merope. Lovers torn apart by oppression. Reminds me of I and myself. Poor Hapti. I should look into this. He could be in trouble. He should be easy to find with a tattoo.
There should have been... Where is it? Ah, it's up there, okay. That's what that was? Okay, well... Well, you're supposed to leave, dum-dums.
What?
Oh, here comes somebody.
Hey, what? Part of the missing surveying tool.
Okay, I have one thing left to get now. Which I will go this... I have to go this way. These guys are all pretty weak, but, what level am I again then? Well, I'm 38. Okay, so I'm not. I thought it was 44 for some reason, but I'm not. Inventory. This is what I want. This is all very confusing. I've killed the commander. Can I get out of there, please?
You will pay, corpse!
It's really far down, and I don't have to go that far down, so we are not going to go that far down.
What? Die, mongrel!
Okay, we're gonna just run for a second here. I got both these guys now. Can I? Okay. Okay. I think I killed everybody.
Another piece of the tool. I should return to Vitruvius before the Romans make an example of Dedi.
Okay. Well, if this cave lets me out the way I want to go, which looks like it does. Oh my! Oh my! Is there like a... No. Is there? Dee-dee-dee-dee.
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Here's your stupid thing.
You have my dioptra?
I found it in a bandit camp above the aqueduct.
Really? Some of my workers complained of hearing whispers from there, believed it was haunted. I was sure it was just superstitious nonsense.
I dealt with it. Nothing will haunt you now, living or dead.
Excellent. And now General Agrippa has no more reason to bully my workers. He's become more ambitious since Flavius returned from Siwa, and it is not a welcome change. Thank you, Bayek. You saved our people's lives. I am in your debt.
Fortuna smile on you, Vitruvius. Your work will help a lot of people in Sarenica.
Wow.
You're if we're innocent.
What is that? Is that like an eagle? I think that's an eagle spot. Seems like there's two of them. Okay, well... Oops. Is it here or is it over there? Oh, it's over here. Wow. Okay, is there a... Yep. There's another one just over this way. Boom! Actually, not that far away from. Okay, quest. Okay. So you have lots of quests to do, but a lot of them. Like some of these. Some of these are very old. Okay, that's story related. That's a story quest. I think that's story. As you can tell, these are story quests, you can tell how much I've been wandering around everywhere if I'm level 38. Let me do this one. Now, where's the map? Oh my god. And this is the reason why I don't really play this game anymore, because it's very tedious. And this is why I don't like the new... This is the RPG style version of the game. What the last, I think, couple games have been. This was kind of like a soft reboot of the series. That's what Origins was, technically.
I should be cautious around here.
Greetings. Can I help you?
Yeah, the Ultima Blade. Yeah, this was this 100% was the weapon from the Final Fantasy thing they had.
Hold on.
You are dead!
Did you have any trouble bringing your crops to market? Did you have any trouble bringing your crops to market?
Yeah, these guys should be pretty easy because they're like level.
I did not imagine. Dragon? You must die!
Yeah, I must die. Nope. There we go. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Nothing happened here. I'm still not used to the controls.
I'm looking for the harbor master.
Why?
I have a ship coming in soon with many jars of olive oil and castor oil.
That would be a benefit.
Give me
to
another
many.
portion of
There is
this.
a shortage.
Have you had Macedonian dates? I tasted some from a merchant last time I was in Alexandria. Best I have ever had.
I seek the master brewer, Hakuf.
I have no time. Speak to one of my overseers if you must.
You misunderstand. I am a Magi. Apollodorus sent me.
Apollodorus, of course.
He sent me for the scarab, the shadow that darkens Sais.
Please. That is an evil name to speak aloud. Apollodorus knows the people are suffering. In my position, many confide in me. Trade is strangled, the soldiers run rampant, and the weight of Ptolemy's taxation crushes the breath from us. Come with me. Let us retire where we have a roof overhead.
That's supposed to be like
Come, Neb, we must hurry.
Careful
Like-
you don't overfill the jars.
alcohol?
Out of the way! Clear the way!
There are many terrible stories about the scarab. I am sure Apollodorus told you. Tales of mutilation, disappearances, and folk buried in the desert and left to die. A horrendous fate, trapped in the shimmering sand, your mind and body pounded by the remorseless sun, waiting for the final release into the Duat. But these are only stories. There are real villains in Sais. But the Scarab, if he exists, it is not safe to speak of him.
The investigations of Hakuf's agents. Concerns of the people. Sais is no different than Siwa.
last man who asked questions about the scarab was near beaten to death, with his tongue cut out.
Who was he?
Old Cooper, father-in-law to the most powerful man in the region, Tahaka. That boy, Nawab, is his grandson.
Your tongue's going.
Hey, you tired of winning? I'm looking for your grandfather. Do you know where he went?
No, he left on the road to Campiros. He should have been home by now.
I'll see if I can find him along the road. Whoa.
My nose.
Whoa.
Just a poor angle. Thank you for the kisses inside my nostril.
What are we to do with the beggar?
I appreciate the gesture.
You're dead! Die, you dead dog! By my father's top Marcos. I think you killed him. Shit! Ah!
I can't loot that.
Excuse me, where are you going?
Yeah. Egyptian one.
Cooper, I will get you out. I think you will survive. I know the scarab took your tongue, but we can help each other. Akuf told me that you are investigating the scarab. Help me, and I can ensure he dies.
I'm just carrying this dude all the way back.
Entrepreneurs, wanderers, seek not your solace here, but let your feet
I just heard.
I think this is story related, actually.
Grandfather! Are you alright? Is he hurt?
Banged up, bruised. Thirsty. The soldiers do not take kindly to him, but he will be all right. Where's your father, Kawab? You must speak of this.
Father is away, on his great work. Mother! Grandfather is hurt. Soldiers mistook him for a beggar again.
Father! What have you done this time?
We were searching for the scarab. I hope he can help me. And in return, I can protect your family.
The scarab is nonsense. Everyone knows this.
He wants you to read them.
It looks like the scarab is summoning warriors to the city of Letopolis.
By the gods! That is where my husband is.
But the city swallowed by the desert.
It is Father's destiny to rebuild it. We're going to join him soon. Right, Mother?
Yes. My husband Tahaka has been slaving there for months. I'm sure he can help you. He knows everyone there.
If you go, tell him I can't wait to see him.
Of course I will, Kawab.
Yay! Okay, so where is that quest? Where? Where's my horse? Oh, here it is. Right in front of me. Well.
Whoa.
Yeah. At least the nice thing about this game is that you can... Is that you can auto-follow to your next target. I know you've only been watching for about an hour, but what do you guys think so far? You think it's worth the change they did? I personally don't like it. Mostly because the world's too big.
Wind is picking up. Not good. That wind will raise the sands.
My poor horse.
That wind. Sandstorm coming. Whoa.
Oh, come on.
Master Tahaka, my name is Bayek from Siwa.
I am indeed Tahaka, Grand Planner of Sais and Steward of Latopolis.
I met your family. Your wife sent me here. She said you might know about the one called the Scarab.
This is not the place to speak, for who knows who may overhear our words. Come inside and I will answer you.
What the heck? That was quite the run. Yay for AI.
Your son is very proud of your work. He misses you.
You'll be here soon. I dream of my son and his sons following in my steps. The world is made by great men dreaming big. What do you dream of, Bayek?
I do not have the luxury of dreams. Just finding the Scarab.
The Scarab preys upon the weak. He is no threat to me.
Are you not afraid of the Scarab, Tahaka? Seems after what he did to your father-in-law...
What happens to poor Gupa tears me. Whatever my life's work, whatsoever I did to bring that down upon him, I beg the gods forgive.
Master Tahaka! They're attacking the ruins again!
Bayek, come fight with me.
Sandstorm coming.
That kinning is the voice of the Resetu. The desert dogs use the storm as a rallying cry. These reavers use the sandstorm to mask their raids. Stay close to me! Do not let these curse surround you! I will not let you destroy my great work! Over here! Drag of Nekethiaket back! They pour out in the storm! These reavers fly on the wings of the storm!
And this fight should be easy because I'm way over leveled. I'm like 15 levels higher.
Let's keep my mouth closed.
I don't know if I'm really escorting him more than killing everything in his path.
You face the greatest of Egypt! Come, Meta! Fight with me! Hunt them down!
There's a way to fight them off. It's been forever since I've done it. I used to be really good at taking out the guys with the shields, but keep in mind, I haven't played this game in a very long time.
Spears of Latopolis! Rise up and defend your home! Medai! Show them the teeth of justice! Bayek, do not stray into the storm! You expected to find our sword, Lenny, but instead you have found our iron teeth! This won't take long.
Where the heck is he?
These reavers think themselves liable. They are but whippers. Bayek, hunt them down! Stay with me, Bayek! The Topolis will stand against you, curs! Die, you sons of dogs!
Can I, like, put him down? Is he, like...
Bayek, you fell upon them like Sobek's teeth! Bayek, ride with us. These desert dogs have crossed me for the last time. With your fierce iron, I know we can end their threat.
I understand your thirst for blood, Tahaka. But these bandits are not my concern. Tell me about the scarab before you ride.
Is that not the badge of a Medjay that you wear? These reavers are a threat to the good and innocent people of Letopolis. Come with me, Bayek. And once we have returned these curs to the desert they so love, then I will tell you the story you want to hear.
All right. I will join your cause for today.
Holy schmoly. Stop running so fast, dude.
Come, Bayek. Take up your iron and join us. Brave, loyal servants of Letopolis! We will root these reavers out of their holes and spill their blood on the sand.
This task you have put yourself to, it seems impossible.
Only the gods can know that for sure, Bayek. And if I do
My
not
horse
reach
runs
for
faster
the
than
stars,
yours.
how will I know how close I can get? Letopolis was a wonder once, before the desert overtook it. I mean to show the world, to show the gods, that men can conquer anything if they put their minds to it. Perhaps you have been sent by the gods to help me realize my vision. A strong arm, a keen eye. We could restore this land to glory.
I have my own great work ahead of me.
We shall see if I cannot convince you.
Well, I've also got a legendary horse, which doesn't help with that fact.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on, you!
Hey!
This place is heavily guarded.
No, it's not. I was gonna beat up everything.
Come, join all your friends I killed.
Feels like we are being watched.
Eyes peeled. Let's see you.
My thanks to you, Bayek. Before you arrived, I thought my dream was doomed to die. You
That was
gave me
it.
the strength to
That was the
hunt
big.
down
That was the big raid.
Who are they?
blood-fevered followers of Sekhmet, the Lady of Slaughter. They wish nothing more than chaos and ruin.
Are they connected to the Scarab?
No. They think themselves lions, but they are no more than carrion eaters. And now they will feed the scavengers. I will bring this priest back to the city. Meet me at my house. We will dine, and I will tell you what you need to know.
May Ptah bless you and the Protector saving me, Master Tahaka.
How did you end up here?
I was kidnapped by these blood-crazed raiders. I thought the road from Memphis to Letopolis was safe.
It is now, and I will ensure it stays so. You say you came from Memphis?
Memphis is home to many priests. They do not think it is, but Letopolis is fertile ground, planted by your hard land.
How are things in Memphis?
I must admit, Memphis is under a shadow. Behind it, anger is going, and parents do want to see.
I gotta walk all the way back over there. Well, not walk, I should say. I should...
Mama, are you sure there are no ghosts?
Hush, girl.
Mama, are you sure there are no ghosts?
Okay, okay, okay. Whoa, yeah. That's AI for you.
Bayek, did you see the sandstorm? Come, Father said you join us for dinner.
I'm glad you made it safely, Maharet.
Yes, the gods blessed our passage.
We saw vultures and a hyena and so much sand.
Enough sand to fill a lifetime. That is why we need so many to help us with our great work.
And what do you promise them, Tahaka?
Parcel of land with a house to call their own. They must only help reclaim it from the desert.
That is all? Just dig up your house.
It is no simple task. We must all pitch in to honor the gods.
People know his vision is a true one.
It is good to honor your father, Kawab.
The savior of Letopolis.
Let us have some honey dates now. And... Are you alright, Bayek?
Are you unwell?
Is he the scarab? That would make sense. Yep. How did I know?
Gods be against you, Tahaka. All as you do. Senu. Aya. Where are you, my love? Khemu. I'm failing you. Please, don't hate me. Soon, I will walk the outer darkness with the Hidden One, leading me into the field of Ritz.
I'm not too sure how I'm supposed to free myself.
Enno! Good boy!
Because it's that simple to pull you out of the sand.
Smile upon you. Stripped of armor, weapons, and coin. Where to begin? Now, to hurry before the wind erases the tracks. First my steel, then the scarab. This area is off limits.
To pack up the gear. Yes, remarkable armaments. Packed up in a crate as payment to Sefeto.
Good. We'll send it to Fort Mikio in a few days.
How long do you think it will take for him to die?
Die with them? 2 days?
He looks tough. I'd bet 5 drachma he would survive for at least 3.
You're on. Wait. Who's going to jail?
They should have stayed in the shadows.
Hey! Hey, what? You can't survive.
Die,
this.
idiot!
Surrender.
Excuse me. Who the fuck is shooting at me? Excuse my language. I mean, none of this stuff's gonna be good to me. Because it's such low level.
Whoa.
Hey, you! Stop! Is that a threat?
Hey, wait!
Time is up! Die! What? Veganian Gao! Chasininen!
Come out here, if you pay.
Not like these guys are hard or anything.
Hey, wait! You want that last? Hey, what?
Not like any of these guys are gonna be a challenge anyway.
I'll rally the troops. I'll get you.
Oh yeah? Look at, you're dead already.
So, this is how a dream dies. I could have built something to last an age.
And Goopa could have sung stories of your accomplishments.
There are things I regret. We all labor for higher powers. We are all enthralled to greater forces. There is no escape. I am but one in the Order of Ancients. This victory will bring you no peace.
It is not peace that I seek. It is not for my soul that I walk this path.
The Order of Ancients will remember me as the bringer of waters and the builder of cities!
Or the desert will blow in and scatter the dream of Letopolis like dust.
Dun dun dun.
Father! I'll cut you down like you did my father! I thought you were a friend! I hate you!
Take care of him. Try to make him understand if you can.
You have brought blood and death to my house.
You are blind. But now you must open your eyes. Your husband was the Scarab. He did this. Your father was tortured and scarred by this man, as were so many others.
No!
It is up to you to raise your boy into the light, out of the blood and shadows of his father's legacy. I'm sorry, my son.
Good news, Layla. IS DNA has finished sequencing. You can sync with their memories now. They're pretty fragmented, but you should be able to dip in for a little while.
So that was story.
Okay. Weird.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting there is still like a future. There's still Abstergo, I think. I can't remember. I don't remember much of the future stuff. It kind of all sucked after Desmond was gone.
Just like the Battle of Salamis, Captain. I have you trapped.
Here comes Themistocles. And that is the game.
Oh!
Hamodo! Foxidas, why are we delivering all this treasure? We could retire to Lesbos with this amount of gold.
What say you, desert rats?
If that chest doesn't make it to Pompeii, this ship won't either. We crawl through Hades to deliver it if we have to.
Enough. Back to work, you slack black horse! Temestis! My trusted shield boy, get to it, huh? We've been hired to bribe Pompey, to save a queen, and to win a kingdom. The usual fare for us mercenaries, huh?
Oh god.
Galley speed! Let's go! Galley speed! Steady now! Rocks and rubble ahead!
I'm not blind. I see the scaries.
Your third voyage, and already you bark like a command crew.
I enjoy watching spittle get caught in your beard, Foxy Das.
Let's not be thrown into the sea. That's no death for such a hero as me.
A real hero could swim to save himself. I see them. I'll not be sucked to a scupper for nothing.
Now you're just trying to impress me. Sails on the horizon! There! Those colors are not from Rome. What mess has this Boxy Queen dragged us into?
Ptolemy's ships. Sent by the Order of Ancients, no doubt.
What business do they have with Pompey?
Pompey's armies will give Cleopatra the throne. They mean to prevent the alliance before it happens. We must hurry.
Poseidon's peace. The air is already choked with smoke. The seas will steam near the volcano. We should keep our distance if we don't want to burn.
Is that Methana? She hasn't burst for hundreds of years.
Wouldn't surprise me if she burst now.
Ready ourselves! Let's show these traitors they trust the wrong pharaoh!
Oh great, I have to freaking fight now?
Speedo!
Lovely. This is why I'd never wanted to play Black Flag.
A rain of fire! Order the shields! Damn it! Up the pace, brothers! Ah! Damn it! More speed!
Oh, what the heck?
Galley speed, easy pace! Galley speed! I see ships bearing down fast! Galley speed! Heave! Galley speed! Arrows incoming! Heave a galley speed! Galley speed, let's go! Ramming speed! Let's go! Galley speed! Galley speed! Galley speed, let's go! Heave a galley speed! Arrows incoming! Heave to! Galley speed! Galley speed, easy pace! Arrows incoming! Galley speed! Galley speed! Ramming speed! More speed, settle!
I'm trying to find this other bloody ship that I'm supposed to see somewhere.
Pick up the pace! Need more speed! Ramming speed! On tempo!
Am I supposed to see like a ship
Galley
around here?
speed, let's go!
Oh.
We've got this, Malakia! Target their little wings! They're full of oil! They'll burn like cabbage! All for ramming!
Ha! That's the last of them down!
That's still no sign of your faithless Roman.
Be careful with your jibes, Captain. Pompey is a needed ally, and no mean general. We didn't sail all this way just to offend him with insults.
I am who I am. I do not change for kings or queens. I left my wife and kids behind for the same reason. No one sane accepts me.
I accept you. We accept you. Alala!
These 100 nauta is enough acceptance for me. It's hard to say goodbye to those who don't accept us.
Oh god, I see another ship.
It's also the only way.
Is it? Pompey will be at the appointed place, off Terra's coast. Sail on. There! I see him! Pompey sails north.
Don't rush! There may be patrols ahead.
Are you ordering me away from a fight?
Eddie, shit! Of course not. But I am not keen to die protecting a Roman, especially one who can afford his own protection. You know, you really should join this trial. You'd fit right in.
We're not here.
Firebombs ready! Call for them when we pull near!
More speed, Shadow! Arrows incoming! Fire! Heave to! Galley speed! Heave! Galley speed! Arrows incoming! Speed! Galley speed! Galley speed! Need more speed! Galley speed!
Do not attack the allied ships.
Off the pace, brother! Heave a galley speed!
Pompey is taking heavy fire. We must stop them.
Keep at it, boxy bastards! We'll break them, or take them down with us!
More speed!
Ready, go! We have them! Ramming speed!
Let's go! Galley speed!
One more remains! That was brave work! There might be more to you than royal courtesy!
Mind your tongue, old man, or you'll discover a better sword than sailing. They're going down!
And that's the game! Well fought! Now let's find this Metro Coites. I've never met a Roman general face to face before. Don't worry, I'll be on my best behavior.
Civil war in Egypt, and a mercenary trireme comes to my aid. In the midst of war with Caesar, I find it odd. Who in Hades are you?
Well, we could have let you die.
Pompeius Magnus. Greetings and friendship from Queen Cleopatra.
Cleopatra offers gold to win my favor once I've won Rome. Is that what friendship means to your queen?
Whose face graces that coin? Do Roman women receive the same honor? An alliance with Cleopatra is a union of true power. She wants more than an ally. She seeks a king.
A valuable friendship indeed. Agreed. My fleet will soon be ready for Egypt.
God, these loading times are so stupid. Was that like almost a minute of loading? Okay. Let me just see the quests. Oops. Ugh. I don't want to do anything with water right now. Side quest. This is main quest, right? Yeah, main quest. Yeah, okay. Side quest. That's a main quest. This is a main quest. The hyena is also a main quest, and this is a side quest. So I can do, there's the crocodile, there's the lizard mask, which is also a target. These are all my targets. I still have, so I've done quite a few of them. The ram, the vulture, the heron, the hippo. I still got the lizard, the crocodile, and the hyena in terms of the people. Yes. Let's go back to the real world for a second here.
One bar. No, half a bar. Come forth by day, and I will guide you home.
Who are you talking to?
Bayek's mummy.
Real chatterbox, that one.
Oh, okay. Very annoying noise. Look at that, a portable Animus. It just shows you how much I remember this game. I mean, this game's okay. Again, the only problem I find with these particular Assassin's Creed games, the RPG style, I find the menu a bit disorganized. Especially the map. The map is like a nightmare to navigate. At least the one thing I could say about this game is even after it launched, you know, it's still like a nice, like there's no like, nothing like, I don't think this game had to be patched a whole crap ton.
Mama, are you sure there were no ghosts?
Hush, girl.
But Papa said he heard them when he was coming home the other night.
Your father had too much of the Sayes beer. Drank it all up. He just heard fishermen on the river. Voices carry on the water. And the moon makes them sound strange.
But Mama...
Hush, little Jaboa. Get your chores done and don't bother me.
High position gerecht.
Yes, now it becomes, what quest do I do next? Hee-haw, hee-haw. Can't do anything there yet. Can't do anything there yet. Still can't do anything here yet. I basically need these, like, high-end pieces that I don't remember where to get them. Ugh. That's the one I have equipped. Oh yes, and you can take boats out too. I'm not gonna do it because I just don't like the boating section of these particular games. And they all took inspiration from Black Flag. Well... What does it want me to change? See, there are the chariots. These are the chariot ones. You can ride camels too. Oh yeah, there's a unicorn mount. Where is it? Where is it? Yep, see? Unicorn. Oh yeah, and the unicorn mount has like a rainbow going, or like lights behind it.
Whoa.
It's quite funny. See? Rainbow. See? Rainbow. You can travel over water at some points, but they have to be like shallow parts. Otherwise your horse just goes nope. Oh yeah, you can dive in here too. Here, let's ride a camel for a little bit.
Whoa. Hey, what? Yeah. Whoa.
I think some of these mounts came when I bought the game. I think I bought like I didn't buy the collector's edition. I think I bought like the regular copy of the game.
Whoa.
Stay behold the enemy! I'm on!
What else is around here? Where? Oh! Crocodile.
Hang on. Time to die.
Boom. don't think I can control crocodiles. At least I don't think I can. This is why I don't really play this game, because there's way too much to do. And again, I was never the biggest fan of the yeah, this is the It's just funny that it's just kind of funny that I have a sword that's from like Final Fantasy in this game. Because for whatever really strange reason, this game had a crossover with one of the Final Fantasy games. Hey look, it's Mr. Donkey again.
What's wrong with you?
No, don't worry, I'm not gonna get you. For this game here, there's not much to commentate to. Yeah, this quest takes forever. Oh yes.
Out of my way!
If I'm to find the hyena, I must first speak to Mered, Polydorus' contact. He is a merchant somewhere in this marketplace.
I'll start this quest. I'm not gonna probably finish it. I mean, I just basically played this game for you guys to test out or see what this game was all about. This is why I'm excited to play Mirage, because at least with Mirage, it'll be back to like the old formula. Now, don't get me wrong, these games can be fun, and Origins was okay, but again, it was basically a soft reboot of the game.
Welcome to Mered's
Of the franchise, I should say.
Well, what do you think?
Junk?
Be off then.
I haven't finished.
Are you blind? I've nothing left to show you.
But you've much to tell me. About the hyena.
Ah, funny. As it turns out, that happens to be the most expensive thing I'm offering.
Funny indeed.
Delivery upon payment. Do you have enough to barter with me?
Yeah. Your absurd fee. Now what can you tell me?
The hyena is not her real name. Easy, easy. A poor attempt at humor, I'm afraid.
Where can I find her?
Her name is Khaliset. A favor. Some customers of mine took my horse after a dispute. Their camp lies in a quarry just south of here. Take my man, retrieve my horse, and I'll give you what you came for.
How you found yourself in Apollodorus' company escapes me.
You'll get it for me. If Apollodorus wants my continued service.
That was the most annoying sound in the world.
You are friends with Mered?
Barely. He's a necessary ally.
Mered rarely keeps protectors as allies. He doesn't trust authorities. But he pays well. And very few pay at all here in Giza. Cannot trust this sand in your hand.
What can you tell me of the hyena? This Khaliset girl.
We speak one word, and we are hyena free. Nice try. Come on, be on guard. We have a horse to retrieve.
These guys swim? Okay. I didn't even realize I was playing this for over 2 hours. Careful, don't be eaten by crocodiles. which actually is a thing. There's a hippo. Hungry, hungry hippos. Ah, I still remember the first Assassin's Creed games where water was like lava. Altair was many things, but a swimmer he was not. Another area which is going to be very easy to beat.
Best not to draw attention here.
With your level, you can draw as much attention as you want.
Hey! Hey! Die, Maggot! I have him! How much longer? Yeah. I can hit him! Target in range! Oh, shit! Eat this! You are dead! You are mine!
Well, I killed the captain. Haven't killed the commander yet, though. We are about to do that now. Da 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 da.
Hey, hold on! When within range! Join you there!
Good you!
You will regret that. You will. Aha! There!
Can I please get up?
This must be Mered's horse. He neglected to tell me his customers were bandits.
Hey!
Yeah, we're gonna keep going. We're not gonna bother with you guys.
And look at this!
You failed to mention it was in the possession of bandits.
Slipped my mind. Good. Stronger than mine.
I thought you said it was yours.
Yes, of course it is. You've done good by me, my friend.
Then you'll deliver as promised.
My word is my word. But I've one more thing to ask of you.
Done with your games.
All right. The hyena lives in a cavern, just over those hills. Day and night she roams the desert collecting silica, precious teardrops of the gods. What has happened to those who have interfered is best left unsaid.
If I find you've led me on another futile chase, it won't be my words that hit your ears.
1,000 promises. I have no reason to defy you. Don't die out there!
Some awesome soup.
Well, for now, I want to try and get a little bit more sleep tonight, so I think I'm going to stop here. Hope you enjoyed this game that I probably just not the best at, but alas, I think I did pretty good for not playing it for almost 3 years. So what do you think? Do you think this would be a game you enjoy, or do you think it's just best that you left the Assassin's Creed trilogy when you did? Look at my bird. I mean, it would probably help if you actually knew more about the actual story. Like, I've killed off like half of my targets already. Well, no. See, the problem is with these particular games is that these games were more built around, you know, like big world and story, and you know, you can't go to certain areas because you're underleveled. And you have to build up and earn skills. It's all about the RPG aspect of it, so. The only real reason I picked up this game is because my brother said I would probably like it, because it... Am I being targeted? Okay, I'm going to... Where is his town? Siwa. We'll go sit in Siwa, so I'm not going to get attacked randomly.
Hidden entrance. How long has this been here? The Great Sphinx. It is smaller than I expected.
Okay, well, at least I'm not gonna be killed if I'm in here for a little bit. Okay, anyway, I'm not gonna go and do a bunch of stuff in here. It's not necessarily something I want to do. But it gives me a chance to talk. Oh, it still allow me to go to C1 now. Okay, I'll go in here just so I can... At least I know in this place where I'm from, I'm not gonna get frickin' ambushed. But yeah, these particular games were basically the reboot of the franchise, because apparently people thought the game was getting stale. With Syndicate, I think, was the last one that came out before this one. Alright, I'll stay inside a house. But, yeah. So the last, I think, 4 Assassin's Creed games have been this type of game, and they've just been getting less and less like an Assassin's Creed game, and more like, especially the Viking one. The Viking one was not an Assassin's Creed game. It was a Viking game that had Assassin's Creed's name on it. And I think a lot of people agreed that they were going really off from the formula of what the game was really about. You know, hiding, stealth, everything like that. I mean, you can still do that in this game, and it's more comes down to the fact that I just don't remember half the controls for this game anymore. At least when it was like the old Assassin's Creed games, you knew what button was for what action. Excuse me. But this game I don't know. For the most part, I don't remember. And don't get me wrong, this game is still good. It's just, for me personally, it's not the best game in terms of the Assassin's Creed series. But again, you guys are basing this off of me playing, like, I don't know how many ways through the game I am in, because it's been so long since I last played. And there's a whole bunch of DLC that's on here as well. So yeah. I think most of the reason why I stopped playing the game is because it just didn't interest me the way that the other ones did. Like I said, I hadn't played... My last Assassin's Creed game was Assassin's Creed 3. One with Connor in it, who was the worst ever main protagonist in the Assassin's Creed series. I never played Unity, I never played Syndicate. I played a little bit of Liberation, which was like the Vita spin-off to Assassin's Creed 3, which is like a different perspective, different character. It was a female assassin. There was also AC China. Then there was AC... what was it called? And there was like little like after stories. There was Assassin's Creed Bloodlines, which was based on Altair. Oh, there was Assassin's Creed Rogue, which was based on... That was from the PlayStation 3. That was based on an assassin that ends up going and becoming a Templar, basically. So he defects from the Assassins to the Templars. That's Assassin's Creed Rogue, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I played the first one. I still have the first one, and it's the only one they haven't remastered, which I don't know why they don't. I played all the two ones, so Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations. And then, like I said, I played 3. And then this was my kind of like whoosh back into the series. But I always go back and play the Ezio trilogy because it's, again, in my opinion, he was the best. The peak writing of the Assassin's Creed. He's the only one that's gotten like a trilogy of games. Oh, I forgot there was Black Flag too. I forgot about Black Flag as a game I've not played. If I put in like the Ezio trilogy, you would see a big difference in terms of how this game plays and how the old Assassin's Creed games play. Chris, did you play all the Ezio games, or did you only play the first one, just Assassin's Creed 2? I mean, I wish I was able to play, like... Yeah. Well, the Ezio collection is definitely worth it if you ever want to get the remaster, because it has all the DLC that came from all the 3 games, and it's built into the main game now, which was kind of cool. Yeah. And I don't know if Matt's ever played or seen an Assassin's Creed game before. I don't know if it was something that you were into or not. I don't know. You have played them? Did you play the Ezio? Yeah, you don't play them? Oh, okay. Yeah, so if you want tomorrow, because if you want tomorrow, I can boot up, I can show you the Ezio games. Because those ones are peak Assassin's Creed games. I can't obviously show you the first one because the first one is the only one they haven't remastered. And I'll show you the difference as to... Now, this game, like I said, is very, like... It's something very similar in terms of... And there's also a big story too, like the Assassin's Creed games. Like this is a huge world. Like look how big this bloody place is. Look. I've not even unlocked everything yet. Like, look at all these areas. Like, that's huge. Which is why I kind of liked how, at least the first game, kind of... You went to different areas, but you were kind of, like, kept within those areas. Like, you couldn't leave if you were in a story, which is kind of linear, I guess, in a sense, but... The Assassin's Creed games were the best. Did you ever see the live action thing for Assassin's Creed 2? The little live action like video they did for it? No? Because that one was all about Giovanni. And then there was Embers, which was basically the life of Ezio after the last game. One funny thing that that came from Assassin's Creed, and the most iconic part is the music from Ezio's family, which is like became like Assassin's Creed like main title for all the games. Different versions of it, but it all stemmed from that particular piece of music. And all the Assassin's Creed games have that melody now. It's kind of interesting. But anyway, I'll see if I can link it to you so you can watch it. It's actually really well acted compared to the garbage Assassin's Creed movie we got. And I feel bad because I like Jeremy Irons, but he gets some pretty crappy roles in movies lately. Anyway, I'll end the stream here, and then I'll link you to those videos, and I'll play a little bit of Assassin's Creed 2 tomorrow before I go back to Tales. And we also need to do the Genshin world bosses tomorrow too. I didn't have as much tea today, so I'm yawning a bit more. But anyway,